Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the most exciting part, which is the creation of course, the presentation of your data analysis. But before we could start with create your emergent theme, it is important first nga learn how to make we discuss first on how to make your transcript. So, asa magagikan at nga tuang transcript? Our transcript is actually based on your interviews. So, recorded interviews. If you could somehow remember our previous discussion, I have oo lang ga. I have emphasized with you guys that there are actually two types of transcript. One is in vernacular and the other one is in English. But it is not necessarily vernacular because your verbatim when you say verbatim word for word kung giun sa pagistorya, your verbatim transcript is based on the type of language that your informants actually utilize. So if your informant speaks in plain Bisaya, then your first transcript is Bisaya. But if it's Taglish, then your transcript is Taglish as well. So this one, as you can see, is a very good example of a transcript. Lord. Yes. This one is a very good example of a transcript of informant 1. So, unsa man yung buhaton? You're right there, researcher, and of course, ang atong isulat ya is kung unsay una nimong gipangutana. And then, ang buhaton nato isulod nato og open and close parenthesis, this one, the translation of our the translation shh, the translation of your statement itself. And then you will also write there the response of your informant number 1. So ngano man ang gibutangan ng tug IDI 1. So it tells or it gives an idea to the reader. It gives an idea to the reader that the informant 1 has undergone rather an individual interview. So, mura na itong buhatan. As simple as that. You just simply write, okay, word for word, kung unsay pangutana, and then you translate it. Make sure that the translation is actually placed in an open and closed parenthesis and italic and format. After the what's this? After the transcript, ang atong sunod buhaton is we make the line number. So, unsaon man nato paggama og line number? Sayon ra na siya kaayo. Ang sulod sa ato ang line number, these are the answers of our informants. So, ibutang ba nato sa line number ang pangutana sa ano ka? Ang pangutana sa researcher? Of course, dili. So what will be placed in the line number is just the responses of the informants. So before ka mo direkta sa line number, you provide first the following information. Shh. So number 1 is informant. So kinanglan if the informant has undergone an individual interview, so buot pasabot ana. Okay, sige. But before we proceed with making of the line number, the following informations must be provided first. So let's start with the informant. So if the informant has undergone an individual interview, kinanglang butangan siya na nyo og IDI. But if the informant has undergone a focus group discussion, so kinanglang butangan ninyo na og FDG. So, kung if it is a focus group discussion, so kinanglan ang mabutang diri is FDG na yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ingon ana. So, your session number refers to how many times you have conducted or how many sessions you have conducted the interview. So, if if the interview was conducted once lang, so that is equivalent to one session. But if you have conducted twice, kay later on you have called the informant again to continue the interview, so that will fall as two. If thrice pud mo nga naka-conduct interview with the same informant, so mahimo siyang 3 sessions. But it would be better kung one lang pud. So the date as to when you have conducted the interview, and of course, time started and the time ended the interview. And you need to provide the duration of the interview, starting with the hour, minutes, and seconds. But if walay hour, then start with the minutes and seconds. And of course, location. The location that is referred here is kung it refers to the place where the interview was conducted. Dayo who conducted the interview and who transcribed the interview. So basically, if your group is composed of what's this? If your group is composed of what's this? 3 members, then pagpili na lang mo kung kinsay gabutang sa transcribe, but only one person will conduct the interview. And reviewed by this must be reviewed by your advisor. So let's start with the line number. Anus amanta mubutang og line number 1. Your line number 1, you need to understand that the questions of the researcher will not be included. So ang line number na to, this is basically focused on the responses of our informants. So, ang buhaton na to ani, please do not follow this one nga naapay nila pa nga gamay, mga ginagmay. So, dapat kaigo ra gud na siya og one line. Take it for example, how do we do this one? Magkuha tag word. So, ang atong buhaton ani is insert. So, make an adjustment. And this one. So, ato na nagkopyahon. Okay. So, let's have line. Let's have the transcript of informant number 1. Okay, so this is just a sample transcript. So, again, that's what I've said, no need to include. So, dili na po natong i-include ang translation. So, only the verbatim statement. So, atong ibutang dere. Kana. So, kana siya, that will serve as line number 1 and the informant 1. Sunod na po, ang iyahan na pong ubang responses. Look at this one. Natawa ang iyang response. Diba taas, no? Kopyahon na to para makita ninyo pagtarong, ha? So, pwede ba ang ingon ana ang nga line numbering? Dili. So, kinanglan, usa ra gud na ka line. So, kanang mulapaw, natawa akong buhaton para dili ko malibog. Ako rang i-cut, no? Just cut and transfer to the next line. Kung nilapaw gyapon, just cut kung unsay nilapaw. And then, ato na pong i-type. So, let us just continue with the line numbering. So, 2, 3, 4. and 5. Yeah, since this statement is coming from informant number 1, so mag-write po ka og 1. So, ingon ana ra pagbuhat og line numbering until such point nga mahuman mo until sa pinaka last page of your transcript of the same informant. So, let's have another example para maklaro sa tanan. Okay. So, let's have this one na pod. Okay, usbo na to. All you have to do is to copy-paste the verbatim statement. So, again, when you make a line number, dapat dili siya mulapaw. So, what you will do, all you have to do is to highlight and cut. Continue. Ang nilapaw, same procedure, highlight and cut. Same procedure Japon sa nilapaw, highlight and cut. Then, continue with the line number. So, that is 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, since all of these responses naapaman jud ta sa transcript number 1, subot pasabot, we will just merely continue. Kay ang informant nga gi-refer diri is kung kinsa ang imuhang informant. So, I hope everything is clear, guys.